Hey everybody, welcome back to One Out RV. On this week's episode, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did to increase my water filtration in the RV. Remember, if you want to learn more and make less mistakes while RVing, be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like and a comment down below. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Now, I know a lot of people out there use either the small little filter that goes on the end of the hose, or they go all the way up to like the I'm not going to say the brand name, but there's a brand out there that creates a 3-stage filter, costs a whole lot of money, and it makes your water incredibly clean. The product works amazingly. So what I wanted to do was basically recreate that same product, but for a fraction of the cost. Okay, so what I'm talking about is there's a company out there that makes a water filter for the RVs, and it's a 3-stage filter with their own special filters that go in there, but it just reduces and cleans the water an extremely clean amount. I'm not going to go down to the science of it because I don't know exactly the numbers that they claim or the numbers that I'm going to claim for my system, but I basically recreated the same system that I believe online is either $3.99, could be $2.99, but I'll put it right here as to how much it actually costs. And then what I built is less than $100 for everything, including the filters. It's really closer to about 60 to 80 bucks. But let's talk about it. So as we can see, I have 3 water filters, 1, 2, 3, that then go down to the water softener and then through the rest of my system. Now I hard plumbed those in with PEX and with brass fittings, and it's not going anywhere. Now you could easily create this exact same thing, the exact same way that this other company makes it, just how I did mine, where you just plumb it in together, again, for a fraction of the cost. The filter housings cost about $15 to $18 on Amazon. You know, you're probably spend another 10 or 20 bucks total with all your brass fittings that go in between. And then again, you can either have a garden hose connection on the inlet and outlet and just do it in line, just like the company that sells theirs does. Or you can hard pipe it in like I did, so that it's in there all the time, and you don't need to mess with it at all. You don't need to set it up, it's just there. If you're not comfortable working with brass fittings and PEX fittings, there's so many different ways to do this, but if you're not comfortable working with that stuff, this is not going to be a tutorial on how to work with PEX pipe. This is just an idea as to how to replicate this water filter system for a fraction of the cost. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I installed a water softener, and you know that I installed a water pressure regulator in line. So basically all this does is this pipe, this blue pipe that's back here, right there, that goes up and feeds this first filter, and then it just feeds into the second filter and feeds into the third filter, and then it feeds out and goes through the water softener and back into the rest of the plumbing system. The biggest thing that is a major factor here is the actual quality of the filter, okay? People, when you're buying that system from them online, their product has some extremely high grade filters, and you can easily buy the replacement set from them and build this exact same thing and be good to go. What I did was I just bought Amazon filters. I went from, I believe, a 10 micron to a 5 micron to then a 0.5 micron carbon filter. And I'm not gonna get into the details of what carbon does versus what just a regular mesh filter does. I'm not gonna get into it, but just know that you can either get the filters that you want, or you can get the filters that that company provides for their filtration system. The reason water filters are so important for RVs is because you're going from campsite to campsite, from state park to random person's backyard to an actual RV park, and you just never know the quality of water. Sometimes you're going to be getting well water, sometimes you're going to get city water, sometimes that city water has been recently chlorinated, so it's really high in chlorine. Other times the well water's just full of rust, and you get this brown stuff coming through. So to prevent any of those things from contaminating your RV's plumbing system, the PEX piping through your fixtures, that's why you install some form of a water filter. A lot of people just do those basic little blue ones at the beginning of the hose, and that does something. I'm not going to say it doesn't do anything. I actually used that for a long time, and it gets the job done for the basic stuff. But for me, doing this 3-step filter really means that everything that's in the RV, my washer, dryer, the shower, everything like that, is now having the highest quality water that I can possibly provide for a reasonable amount. Okay, technically I could drink my tap water just based on those filters going through the water softener, and I don't really need to do anything else. I mean, it's higher quality filtration than a Brita is going to provide. So it's drinking water at the end of the day, which is really nice. That's really it for this week's video. I'm going to keep it short for you guys. I hope you learned something. I hope some of you guys can do this project out here and get a little bit water filtration for your RV and for your camping needs. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, hit a like. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Why Not RV. Bye.